Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's watching girls Section 5 AA quarterfinals soccer featuring the number 8 seed Patrick Henry Edison North, 3 high schools in Minneapolis, commonly known as the Hens, 5 and 9, taking on the number 1 ranked girls soccer team in Class AA, Benilde-St. Margaret's. They come in with a 13-0-3 mark, undefeated on the season. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here at the McQuinn Athletic Complex. This is our second of a doubleheader quarterfinal soccer action. If you saw earlier, the boys took care of Robbinsdale Cooper 6-1. They advanced to the semifinals. Their compatriot girls soccer team looking for the same, and there's a goal right off the bat in the first minute, and I was just watching that out of the corner of my eye, but appearing from the congratulations that goal goes to number 12 for the Red Knights, Lauren Hillens, the senior, the leading scorer. Look at the no spin on that ball.
Number 12, Lauren Hillens.
And Hillens puts the Red Knights on top, and it is a interesting weather night here on ParkTV 16 Sports. It's been drizzling all night. Temperatures are dropping now into the upper 40s. It was windy earlier, although the winds seem to have died down, but it's a cold, rainy, drizzly, blustery October night, and the Red Knights seem to be suffering no ill effects as they got that first goal of the match. This time the save made by the Hens, number 0. That is Kiliani Marcelino, the freshman, and Edison Henry North. They came in with a 5-9-0 record. They've lost 4 of their last 5. And now they take on the Red Knights, the number 8 seed and the number 1 seed. So you're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Again, glad you're with us. And there are some hardy fans here with the umbrellas. I don't know if we can get a shot of all the umbrellas out there. Kind of reminds me of a tennis match where the rain comes out and the umbrellas come out. You don't see that often here, but that's exactly what the case is. And you can see why they're here, is there's another goal for the Red Knights as they go up 2-0. Just like that, 2 minutes into it. And this time the goal goes to, looks like Kia Gillian, as she turns on it, and with the left foot, wide open net, goaltender Marcelino slips on that. And that'll be something to watch here as the night goes on, as the temperatures drop and the rain continues to come down, what the footing will be like. Obviously, both teams want to avoid injuries, but boy, 2-0 Benilde. Off to a great start here. 40 minutes on the clock. We're just approaching the 38-minute mark and already a 2-0 lead. That's the rate of a goal per minute. I don't know if we're going to have 40 goals in this half, but you never know with these Red Knights, the number 1 seed, loaded with talent and experience. Last year they tied for 3rd in the state tournament. Speaking to one of the parents, kind of left a bad taste in their mouth. They don't do overtime in the 3rd place game in the state tournament. And I think that was a little dissatisfying, probably for both teams. I think you'd rather take 4th and lose and have the chance to win 3rd than just tie at the end. But nevertheless, great campaign to be the 3rd best team in the state, and they're going to try to do a little better this year. Coach Scott Helling Christie has his team with an excellent record at 10-0-3, and looking at their last several games, they have won 5 and tied 2 of their last 7. And they haven't lost all year long. Season began way back on August 24th, and here we are at the end and in the first round of the quarterfinals. And the Red Knights at home, off to a 2-0 start. Okay, now for the Red Knights, that is number 19, I believe. It's kind of hard to see through the rain. The numbers, they're a little bit smaller. We just did the guys game, and it's a little easier to see, so if I don't get their names exactly right all the time, I apologize. But that was number 11, Paige Perry, on the near side. Now the lead pass ahead. That's to number 10, Gillian. She just got the last goal. Now ball loose at midfield. picked up by number 12, Lauren Hillens, the senior captain for the Red Knights on the far side. Gets past the defender, leading pass in the zone, and coming out to make the save nicely this time is the goaltender for the Hens, Kiliani Marcelino, the freshman. And they are, look at the grades of all the teams on Edison Henry North, and there are no seniors, one junior, one sophomore, and everyone else is 9th graders or 8th graders. And they're taking on the #1 team in the entire state. Going to be a tough, tough uphill battle. I mean no disrespect by saying that.
Corner kick, Red
And
Knights,
now the
number
first
9,
corner kick of the evening
Grace Horsch.
coming up for the Red Knights. Grace Horsch, the senior, decides to short kick it along the near sideline, and the centering pass gets kicked out of bounds, and Horsch is going to get another corner kick opportunity, the senior, in the far corner. Looks like the drizzle has stopped. It was drizzling steadily for the boys' quarterfinal, and there's a shot and a goal from way out. And was that Gillian again? I believe it may have been, or is that number 9?
Scoring for the Red Knights.
Horsch. Let's
Number
see.
10,
There's
Kaya
Horsch
Gillian.
into number 8, Brooklyn Miller. Miller gets the shot. Brooklyn Miller. Brooklyn Miller got the goal. The
Correction.
captain,
Scoring for the Red Knights, number
senior,
8,
with the left
Brooklyn
leg.
Miller.
She's sort of the playmaker in the middle. I like to call, I'm not an expert at soccer terminology, but she's sort of the playmaker in the middle, and she took that ball, and that's a strong leg from a bit of a distance out to get goal number 3, and that came with just about 35 minutes to go here, first half. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us on a cold, blustery October night. The transition from summer to winter cannot be felt more starkly than right here at the McQuinn Athletic Complex. But for these players in this weather, it's almost perfect. It's not bitter cold. It's probably around 50, late 40s, windy, rainy. But if you're running around all night, this is actually fun weather to play in as long as the conditions aren't too slippery. And so far, it seems like they all have appropriate footwear, cleats as it were. Now that is number 14 to throw it in for the Hens. Gotta love that nickname. That's Kimberly Hernandez. And it's quickly intercepted by the Red Knights. Now to the near side. That's number 11, Paige Pari. She'll line one up from far out and take a shot, and that bends wide left and out of bounds, and that'll turn the ball over to Marcelino, the 9th grade goaltender. There she is. Kielani Marcelino. Gotta love these names. Now, quick short pass to the near side and intercepted just like that. Looks like number 19, Claire Dooley, the junior, and her shot gets deflected. Rebound out to the near side. Gillian tries to play it, gets pushed back away. Good defense there by the Hens, forcing Gillian to retreat. Now Brooklyn Miller already has a goal. Look at her nifty footwork. Directs the ball back out wide. They trade places, almost like a give and go, but they pass on the go part. And now that's number 12 with it, Hillens. And the Red Knights just having their way here in the first half as we approach 33 minutes to go. And now number 11 with it, Paige Pari. Now Brooklyn Miller, quick nifty pass, short, right in front, trying to turn on it. For the Red Knights was number 14, Sienna Carver, the senior. And now it gets back out on top. Now to the near side, number 11, Pari. Paige Pari, oh, and she accidentally kicked it right to a hen, but now it's intercepted right back by number 15, Anna Prang, the sophomore. Now back into their own zone. Rare we've seen that early on here. Number 13, Brooke Hillens back to play it. Now to the near side. That's number 11, Pari. Pari centering pass, gets by Gillian. No, she comes up with it. And watch Gillian's footwork out there. Along there with number 12, Lauren Hillens. And now it gets by the defender, but quickly to recover is number 2, Lyra Carter, the junior defender. And now on the far side, here come the Red Knights working that far sideline. Lead pass to number 12. That's Lauren Hillens, the captain. being guarded closely, but she finds some room closer to the corner, and it goes out of bounds. And I think that should be a corner kick, as I thought it appeared. It went off a hand, and it
Corner
is.
kick, Red Knights.
Grace Horsch, number
Grace
9,
Horsch.
will trot over to the corner, and I believe this will be their 3rd corner kick attempt. They have a 3-0 lead with 31:40 to go, and there's Horsch. Decide what she's going to do with it. On a cold night, they're going to play the short pass. Misses the mark there, but back to recover is number 10, Kia Gilliand. She's their leading scorer. Now to pass to number 15, Prong. Her shot was deflected right initially. Now running the baseline, another shot and a goal. Number 14 this time for the Red Knights, Sienna Carver, the senior, took the pass, and that was all started by the penetration along. I want to call it the baseline, but I believe it's called the goal end line or goal line. But right here, Horsch made this happen out of the corner of her eye. Nice, nifty pass, and a nice setup.
Number 9.
For number 9. No, Horsch got the assist, I believe. Or 2 got the goal. I thought 2 got the goal, Lyra Carter. And Horsch got the assist. Lyra Carter got the goal. And she set herself up. She took the pass, and then she adjusted it from her left foot to her right and just took her time, showed great patience in the pocket, as for lack of a better phrase. And right there, she set it up and just lifted it nicely over the goaltender, Kielani Marcelino. 4-0 Red Knights. And they are well already on their way to a semifinal berth here. I don't think I'm going out on a limb saying that. So they're the number 1 seed in the 5AA girls soccer section, taking on the number 8 seed, Edison Henry North. And if they emerge the winner, they will move on to play on Saturday in the semifinal, taking on the winner of the number 4 seed, De La Salle, who's taking on Minneapolis South, the number 5 seed, as the ball also ends up in the back of the net. And that's 5 goals in the first 9 minutes. Lead pass ahead, misses on it, but there on the far side, backing it up is number 19 for the Red Knights. With the goal, with the left foot, Claire Dooley, the junior midfielder, gives the Red Knights their 5th of the night. That goal coming with 31:14 remaining.
Scoring for the Red
And the
Knights.
Hens now
Number
finally get it
19,
back into the
Claire Dooley.
offensive or defensive end of the Red Knights, depending how you want to look at it, and that sends them way back into their own zone. And that's number 20 for the Red Knights that will play it and bring it back out. Now to the near side, number 19, Dooley, who just got that 5th goal. Hard to imagine, 5 goals in 10 minutes. Almost unheard of in soccer. Now number 6 for the Red Knights, that is Ada Parker. To 19, Dooley. And back to 17, Silverman, Abby, and she'll send it all the way back to the goaltender. And that is number 26, Maddie Peterson in nets. Last time we were here was Olivia Olson, but they're giving her a rest tonight. Hopefully she's not injured, especially with the basketball season on the horizon. Usually starts in mid-November in high school sports. Hard to believe winter sports are coming up as we're in the section finals in all fall sports. Coming up right now, soccer being the first, volleyball, then football, then winter sports. You can catch it all right here on ParkTV 16 Sports throughout the high school seasons. Always glad to have you with us. All right, now here come the Red Knights looking for goal number 6 with just under 30 minutes to go here, first half. Far corner, and intercepted this time by number 17 for the Hens. And that is Elise Ashland, the junior, and the ball comes all the way back into the Red Knight zone. And played by Maddie Peterson, well out from the net. But with their superior ability, that's not a huge risk, I think, for Peterson to come out. And if she's going to get any action, it feels like she's going to have to come out and play that sort of position. Doesn't feel like the Hens are going to mount much of an offense, I'm sad to say, but we'll see. They are 5-9 on the record, so they have had some success. See if they can come up with something. We watched their boy counterparts dominate Robbinsdale Cooper, and Robbinsdale Cooper managed to get a goal. They had a nice little counter punch type offense, and I feel the Hens are going to have to kind of take advantage of a mistake for the Red Knights if they're going to get on the board here tonight. And there they almost intercepted in the Red Knight zone. Nice play there by number 6 for the Hens. That's Cara Edwards, an 8th grader. But they are severely disadvantaged, if nothing else, by the lack of experience compared to the senior, juniors, and sophomores that dominate the Red Knights team. The Hens are dominated by 8th graders. I think that's the largest demographic of all the grade levels for their players. And now here come the Red Knights on that far side, crossover dribble, ball, pass ahead, shot goes wide left, taken by number 4 for the Red Knights, Emily Niska, the junior. And that goes wide out of bounds, and that will turn the possession back over to the Henry Edison North girls. So a conglomerate of 3 high schools, Minneapolis North, Patrick Henry also in North Minneapolis, and then Edison, which is a Northeast school. Giving an opportunity for all the girls that like soccer in all those high schools. Very important to have those opportunities for everyone, and they're able to pull it off. And look at the rain is starting to really come down now. You can't see it on your TV screen, but it is really raining now. Now that is Maddie Peterson, the freshman goaltender, now to the near side. Number 17 now, Abby Silverman, to number 7. That's Lauren Smart. That's my cousin's daughter. Good to see her out there. Lauren Smart, the sophomore defender. And that ball goes out of bounds. And now a throw in by the Hens. And kept in bounds by the Red Knights. And the wind is picking up in the press box. It's blowing around. And the rain and this, oh my goodness, it's really gusting. You can see and there's a good contingent of fans here. You'll wonder how long they're gonna wait this out as the weather has really turned just here to the worst. Meanwhile, play goes on. That's Lauren Smart, kicks it kicks it to her teammate on the far side, and these dark shadows, a little difficult to determine what's going on. So if I'm a little hesitant sometimes, that's the reason why. Now to the near side. Give and go with number 19, Dooley, gets it ahead to Brooklyn Miller, who gets it ahead to number 3, that is Brooke Lizzie, and her shot gets deflected by the goaltender, Kealani Marcelino, and the Hens come up big and nets on that one and save that one. So the score remains 5-0 as the clock continues to wind down. And here's number 3, Brooke Lizzie, the senior, comes right in, and a nice save by Marcelino. And that had to feel good for her after giving up 5 goals early here. So nice job there by Marcelino. And now the Hens will get a free kick deep in their own zone. Let's see if they can get a nice lift and an offensive possession here as that ball gets to midfield, played by number 4. And I don't have a name for her unless I misread the number. And now back into the Red Knight zone. And here's a little bit of offense for the Hens. And it gets back to Maddie Peterson. She kicks it out of bounds deep in her own zone. And an opportunity here for the Hens as they'll have to come down and throw that in. I don't want to say have to, but I think they're shocked to have to do that. And, or is there a Red Knight going over? But I felt for sure that, yeah, it is. Here's the Hens, and she takes the ball on that far side. I don't know if there was confusion there or what have you, but a little bit of a opportunity here deep in the Red Knight zone. They throw it in, played by the Red Knights, now back by the Hens. Ball bounces around, and the Red Knights take possession, and they get it back to the goaltender, Maddie Peterson, as she delivers it to the near side as the Red Knights will try to bring it back up the field. Nifty pass to the middle, and the give and go. little bit of a miscue, but they recover just nicely there. And now number 6 with it, Ada Parker. Parker to the midfield. Across in the middle, Red Knights with it. That's number 21, Anushka Poplar. Now played by number 4, Niska. And turning around and all the way back. And Maddie Peterson comes out and one-times it. Tried to get it to number 20. Lynch got by her, now to the near side. Dooley with it. Dooley, the return pass to 20. Lynch now along the sideline. Lean pass to number 6. That's Parker. Parker gets it deflected out of bounds, and she'll have a throw in on the near side as I look at the clock. And we're just under 23.5 minutes to go here, first half. And I'm looking out at those stands, and there are puddles of rain in the stands. And we have a good rainstorm here, although I don't hear any thunder, but the wind is really picking up, as is the rain. And I don't see too many fans leaving yet, but we'll see about that. Hanging in there for their kids out there, as they should. Now number 17, Abby Silverman on the far side, and it goes out of bounds. That turns it over to the Hens. And the winds are howling out there, boy. Now a throw in from the far side. Whew, I don't know if you can hear the wind on our microphones, but it is really blowing. All right, let's see now. The Hens have it just past midfield. They'll trot up, and now a throw in. And out of bounds. Ball turns back over to the Red Knights as we approach 22 minutes remaining, first half. 50 move there, and they bring it back to Maddie Peterson. The goaltender all in yellow. She gets it out. And now the pass to the near side. As they bring it up, that was number 20, Lynch. Gives it to number 19, Dooley. Dooley to number 6, Parker. Nice nifty passing there, almost intercepted, but taken right back by the Red Knights. And now they'll play defensively back to number 7, Lauren Smart. Smart now gets it back to Peterson. Peterson back to Smart on the far side, bypasses her. Now on the far side, ball will be brought up on that far sideline. Lead pass springs the player, and it just goes out of bounds. And that'll turn it back over to Patrick Henry North Edison. And the referee has his arm up there. And not sure what he's... Oh, maybe to allow the substitutions? Yes, of course. As we see a substitution for the Hens coming in. That looked like number 18, if I caught that right, her hair. Yeah, Giselle Gomez Romero checks in for the Hens. Now to the near side, Red Knights back in control of the ball. Amelia Lynch to number 17, Silverman. Back to the far side, now up that far sideline. That's where the Red Knights like to bring it up, on that right sideline, it seems. They keep trying that right side, and the Hens doing a nice job thwarting those efforts. Red Knights might want to try back along the near side, and that's exactly what they're going to do, it appears. And now Amelia Lynch will try the near sideline. Gets it ahead to number 4, Niska. Niska now back to number 19, Dooley. Dooley into the middle, picked up by, I believe that was number 3, Lizzie, it was. And now back to midfield, played by 17, Abby Silverman. Now Silverman to the far side to number 16, Nell Sheetside. Hope I'm pronouncing that right, I doubt it. Teetscheid. Mick, can you help me out with that one? Teetscheid, how do you pronounce that name? Number 16. I'll take I think it's Teetscheid, I think. I hope I got that right. All right, meanwhile, play goes on, just under 20 minutes. In fact, 19 and a half as we look at that replay, and the scoring opportunity right there with the left foot is a goal. See, I was doing all that talking, and meanwhile, that's goal number 6, although I haven't seen it gone on the... Is somebody hurt? Oh, yeah, the goal scorer is coming off She may have strained her left leg on that kick with the left leg. I'm not sure if she's normally a left-footed kicker, but I think she'll take that pain and remember that goal for the rest of her life, though. Nice job there in a playoff game. And yeah, she came hobbling off, and she'll put the warmer clothes on. This is a match where you'd rather be playing, that's for sure. I think sitting on the sidelines, well, that's what I'm doing, sitting on the sidelines, and I'm in the press box, and it's freezing. Now to the near side. And a little tip of the cap to our camera folks on top. They are enduring this weather on top of this thing and bringing you all this great photography. Yeah, I don't know why. No, we did not miss a goal. Mick, did we miss a goal by the Hens? No. It says 6-1. We're being a little more casual here. This match is obviously lopsided. I mean, no disrespect by saying that, but it's obvious. The number 1 ranked team has 6 goals, and we still have 18 minutes to go in half number 1. What is the mercy rule? I'm not quite sure. 6. Oh, it is. So we're going to be going to running time now. Well, they do play running time anyway, but if they ever do stop it, maybe they don't stop it, even if it's a timeout, maybe. Okay, now that's Horsch, number 9 with it, to number 11, Paige Pari. Pari now back out, and this will be a great opportunity for the Red Knights to work on the fundamentals and the passing, and it does seem they are taking advantage of that as they bring it back to Maddie Peterson, and they're just kicking it around. Not being overly aggressive on offense, it feels like. So this is a chance for them to work on this aspect, and when they get to tougher competition, honing these skills will improve their chances for sure. Now played by number 15 for the Red Knights on a prong. Now for the Hens, number 14 back to play it, Kimberly Hernandez. And she manages to get it back into the Red Knight zone as we approach 17 minutes here. First half, you're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're taping live from the McQuinn Athletic Complex. Glad you're with us wherever you're seeing us. Watching the best girls AA team in the state, and there is Brooklyn Miller, one of the pillars of the team. Now, and there's a lot of pillars on this team. Number 10 now is Kia Gillian, leading scorer, and the ball goes out of bounds, and they award possession to remain with the Red Knights. And I believe that's number 12 over there to throw it in for Benilde-St. Margaret's, Lauren Hillens. Now up top to number 15 on a prong. Prong wide open, nobody on her. Decides to kick it to the far side on the wing. That's number 9, Horsch. Horsch now beats the defender, comes along on the baseline, I want to say, and the centering pass, fanning on it, and the ball comes out. But quickly recovered by the Red Knights, number 11, Pari. And the wind is really blowing now, and it's coming out of the northeast, I want to say, or the northwest. That's where we're getting this weather right now. And winter is knocking on the door. They're letting us know it's on its way. The mercy rule. Mick, the PA announcer, is in the second half, and a 5-goal lead in the second half is the mercy rule. So we're still in the first half with 15 minutes to go. 6-0 our score. Red Knights now back in their own zone. Brooklyn Miller to Maddie Peterson. And I do see some fans have had enough. And it is bone-chilling cold here with the wind and the chill and the rain. I have an uncle who's a big time, loves to golf, and he'll go, I'll play in the cold, I'll play in the rain, but he won't play in the cold rain. But that's exactly what these girls are doing, is playing in the cold rain. But they're having the time of their life out there. They're not slipping. They're scoring goals. Taking no prisoners here in the playoffs. You got to believe their goal is winning the state championship after coming oh so close, getting to the 3rd place match a year ago at US Bank Stadium. And so far they're undefeated. Now a whistle from away from the play. And not sure what that was for. The clock continues to wind down. I'm completely confused by what's happening here. which is not to say that's not my problem, but let's see. I really don't know why that whistle was brought. I guess it's going to be a free kick. I didn't quite see what the infraction was. What was that? Offside. Wow. All right. Now the Red Knights at midfield. Brooklyn Miller now, and they'll kick it back to Maddie Peterson, which is the only action she's seen tonight. There haven't been any shots on goal by the Hens, unfortunately. But they're out there playing hard, and what great experience for them as well. Athletics teach you so much. I don't need to lecture anyone on that. We all know that, but it's still something worth mentioning in a match like this, I feel. And now back to Maddie Peterson. She's been playing way out, and that is not a risk at this point. Brooklyn Miller now to the far side. Played by number 2, Lyra Carter. Now on that far sideline, number 12, Lauren Hillens. Hillens now gets around the defender. She's got options. Centering pass just misses. Nobody home there. Just getting there a little bit late was number 12, Hillens. Or was that number 13, Brooke Hillens? Well, there's 2 Hillens. Lauren Hillens, number 12, Brooke Hillens, number 13, Lauren, the senior. And Brooke, the sophomore. Not unusual to see siblings on the same team going to the same school. Now back at midfield. Here come the Red Knights with a 6-goal lead. Now to Kaya Gillian, the leading scorer on the team, looking for an opportunity, centering pass. Played back to number 11, that's Pari. Now Gillian, centering pass, finds Horsch. Horsch turns on it, shot and a goal and a save. No, not a goal, and a nice save, maybe the best one of the night for the Hens. Kealani Marcelino, nice job. Look at the big smile on her face making this save. She positioned herself well, blocked that back and smothered the ball, and the smile was priceless. She knew she had played well against a very formidable opponent in Grace Horsch and robbed her of the goal. Nice goal save there by Marcelino. All right, now back in business on offense. That's number 13 again with it, Brooke Hillens. And her pass gets intercepted as she tried to get it ahead to Grace Horsch. Now Brooklyn Miller back to Maddie Peterson. So they're not forgetting about their goaltender. She's an integral part of their setup on the defensive end. And here they come back out with it. That was Anna Prong. Now Brooklyn Miller. Whenever I call her name, I know she plays basketball. I think of the song by the Beastie Boys, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Brooklyn Miller has tons of energy out there for sure. And she has a goal on the night. And now Kia Gillian tries to get by the defender, centering pass. Couldn't tell if it was intended for Horsch or Hillens, and it got through both of them, and it's in the arms of the goaltender, Kealani Marcelino. And here's Gillian, and there's that pass. Just split both her teammates. And then coming in late there, I just noticed on the replay, that was Sienna Carver that almost had a nice scoring opportunity. So another nice breakup of that offensive four-way by Marcelino, the goaltender. She's becoming a little bit of a side story in this match. Watching her after giving up those goals, coming back and making a couple of nice plays on defense to stop the Red Knights from their scoring machine here. They really are the big red machine tonight. 6 goals. Still nearly over 10 minutes to go in the first half. Now that is Horsch. Look at that nifty move as she stopped that ball, turned on it, and passed it over to the right side to number 12, Lauren Hillens. Now Hillens comes around, looks left, wide open at the top in the corner was number 12, Lauren, and it got deflected in front. So good defense here by the Hens. Of late, it's shown improvement, and now the ball comes all the way back to the Red Knight zone and back to Maddie Peterson, the freshman goaltender, and they'll bring it back up on the near side. They seem to have more success bringing it up on this side. Might be a negligible difference, but something I felt I noticed. And now there is Brooke Hillens with the left foot, and it goes off Marcelino, so that'll be a corner kick into the far corner. And that'll come with 9.5 minutes to go as we see Brooke Hillens take that shot, and Marcelino just got an arm on it but was unable to corral it. And that's what creates the corner kick. And the ball is there, but we need a player. And more fans are starting to leave here with 9 minutes to go in the first half. The weather is really something here. Bone chilling.
Number 4, Emily Niska.
Now with under 9 minutes to go, centering pass, Brooklyn Miller. And her defensive pass misses the mark, and now the Red Knights chase it. That's Lauren Smart. And she got it back to Maddie Peterson. Maddie Peterson gets it back across midfield. Now that's number 3 with it, Brooke Lizzie. Lizzie on the far side. Really difficult to see in the light. Now on the far side, it's going to go out of bounds, and a corner kick, I think, is going to be awarded to the Red Knights again.
Corner kick, Red Knights.
And the clock continues to wind down. You can see it there on your screen. We're approaching 8 minutes to go, and that is number 4, Emily Niska. And the Red Knights, lots of open space. It's like they're playing soccer in a park on a Saturday afternoon. Plenty of room around to display their skills. Number 20, Amelia Lynch now to the near side. That's number 19, Dooley. Now 20, Lynch. And Maddie Peterson. So I do feel that the Red Knights are playing a more conservative offense here, and I think that shows good sportsmanship, although I think they're going to want to get some more goals here. It's kind of hard to not want to, but it does appear as they bring the ball back, they're incorporating Maddie Peterson in the rotation on a regular basis, and that keeps her involved. And again, they're working on those skills, and they're going to need them when they get tougher competition for sure, when they actually do feel pressure in their own zone. So a nice tune-up match here in this quarterfinal, I would characterize it as. And as I mentioned earlier, they will move on next on Saturday to play the winner of Minneapolis South and De La Salle, who are playing right now at De La Salle in downtown Minneapolis on Nicollet Island. Hennepin Avenue Bridge goes right by that school. Now, that is number 20, Lynch, back to Maddie Peterson. I like how they're incorporating her in every time it comes back. They include her in the rotation. Now the lead pass, taken this time by number 6, Ada Parker. And intercepted nicely by the Hens. That was number 11, Tessa Gurney, a freshman. And there's another goal. I was looking down to get Gurney's number. The Red Knights score again, and this time, is that number 21? Let me see. Yes, it is. That goal was by Anushka Poplar, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Poplar saw the opportunity, comes wide in, looking around, and just goes. And I like how she looked off the goaltender, much like a no-look pass in basketball or football. Well done, number 21, Anushka Poplar. Had me fooled. Looked like she was going to pass it, and then nope. And she caught the goaltender, Marcelino, leading, and put it in the back of the net. Our score now 7-0 with 5:37 to go, first half. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. My name is Robert Christensen. So glad you're with us on a cold, chilly, rainy night here in mid-October. Now to the far corner. Red Knights have it. That's number 5, turns, passes it up the sideline. Hannah Buller for the Red Knights. Now back. Oh, and there was a hen hanging around there trying to intercept it. Well done there. If I can get her number, I'll report that. It's a little hard to see through the glass with the rain. That number is so little. But she was there to kind of maybe pick off that pass. Well done. Well thought of. Good strategy. And I think that's number 9 as she gets closer to the view, or number 8, Taylor Feeder. But still, she kind of snuck back into that defensive and there wasn't anyone there for the hens, and this time there she was, almost there to pick it off. Maybe could have created a scoring opportunity. So they're trying something different. You like to see that creativity, looking for solutions. Still trying to find a way to break through on the scoring column. Now here is number 20 for the Red Knights, Amelia Lynch. Lynch centering pass, intercepted by the hens, and they'll try to break it out. And coming up, Lynch. Over to number 3, Lizzie. And now they'll play, yeah, they're playing defensive soccer here. They'll bring it all the way back to Maddie Peterson. I like that style of play. They're up 7-0, which is a monstrous score in any soccer match at any level. Now number 19, Dooley. That's not to say the Red Knights aren't going to score at least one more time before half, but you know, they're not putting the pressure on full press at every moment that they can. That they will be doing, I think, as their matches toughen up in the tournament. And there you can see the rain there with the visor over the camera lens. Gives you a little idea of the elements we're dealing with here in beautiful St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and this campus along with St. Louis High School. Very blessed to have these schools here in this suburb. Now number 4 for the Red Knights, Emily Niska. To the near side, 19, Dooley. Lead pass ahead, chasing it, Brooke Lizzie catches up with it. Nice scoring, nice passing there, right on the mark, good timing. Now centering pass to number 4, Niska. Niska takes a shot and a goal. She beats Marcelino, and now it's 8-0, and that goal comes with 2 minutes, 48 seconds. The clock continues to wind down. As we approach halftime. Do we have any halftime entertainment, Paul? I don't think so. No, not this time. We'll be taking a break, and then we hope you come back for the second half here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Always glad to have you with us. And now back to the center and the kickoff. They do call it a kickoff in soccer. Obviously a different type of kickoff, and here comes number 6 for Edison Henry North. Number 6 is Cara Edwards. And they quickly lose possession to the Red Knights with 2.5 minutes to go. That's Lynch. Back to Maddie Peterson. And she'll kick it out, and they'll try to bring it up that far right side. And the wind has seemed to die down here a little bit. In fact, I look at the flags, and they're not at all horizontal, so the wind is really, but we did have a gust and a gust of wind and a little more rainfall there for about 10-15 minutes, and that did send some fans to the exits, and you could hardly blame them. It is really chilly when you're sitting out there. But there's still many tough fans hanging in there. We watch the number 1 ranked team in the state. Here's Lynch now, gets her left foot on it. That's number 4 to the near sideline, Niska, and she finds Dooley. Dooley now with it, with 1:40 to go. Now Lynch. Lynch turns on it and misplays it just a little bit. Tried to get it to Abby Silverman, and now you can see the hens. They're kind of coming up and trying to swarm and intercept those balls. So they are kind of coming out of their shell, trying to be a little bit more on the forecheck there, trying to see if they can't steal one and maybe get a scoring opportunity. So I see how they've changed their strategy, which is a good thing. Just like in life and all things, when things don't go right, you look for solutions, and they are trying to change it up a little bit. So they're up there trying to steal that ball. And there they are again.
1 minute remaining.
And
1
Mick,
minute.
the legendary PA announcer, letting us know there's 1 minute to go here in the first half. Our score 8-0, and the mercy rule will be in effect, although I'm not sure what impact that really will have since they play running time anyway. I suppose if a timeout is really a timeout would be the only difference in time, but otherwise it's running time as it is. As we watch number 16, Nell Teetscheid, play it with 30 seconds to go for the Red Knights, and they still have possession. And their time of possession percentage-wise, I would estimate, not being a math major, has got to be 98% to 2% perhaps. And there the give and go. Nice defense by the hens. Kicks it out of bounds. Now the throw in to number 20, Lynch. And there's the whistle signifying the end of half number 1 in this quarterfinal matchup. You're watching Park TV 16 Sports. Stay with us for the second half.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Back to Park TV 16 Sports on location, starting just a few seconds late, but our score is still the same, so you haven't missed any scoring. 8-0 here in the second half. Mercy rule in effect, which is 5-goal lead or more in the second half, and it was 8-0 at halftime, so clearly that law is in play here, and the Red Knights this half will be going left to right, and I don't think Edison, North, Henry got a shot on
Pretty
net.
good. Number 9, Grace
So
Horch.
if I'm a fan of theirs, that would be the goal. Get some sort of offensive going here. And on a cold, rainy night, another goal for the Red Knights to start off the second half. And Mick, the clock isn't running. So the clock is stopped with 39-13. Here's this replay, and I'll be on the call here a little better. Gillian comes in, pass, right on the mark to Hillens, and she saves it and threads the needle, and I mean threads the needle for goal number 9. That goal comes with just about the 39-minute mark. Brooke Hillens from Gillian. Or Lauren Hillens, maybe. Hold on.
Scoring for the Red Knights, number 13, Brooke Hillens.
Brooke
From
Hillens
number
with
10,
the goal.
Aya
All right.
Gilliland.
Still a rainy, windy night. That is for the Red Knights. And I lost my program here suddenly. Where did that thing go? Oh, well. Huh. All right, that is number 8 for the Red Knights, Brooklyn Miller. Number 15, Anna Prong, now on the far side. Red Knights passing it around, 38 minutes to go here, second half. You're watching Park TV 16 Sports on a cold, windy, rainy Thursday night here. Boys Red Knights had a 6-1 win, and now 9 goals on the board, so a scoring cornucopia here for the Red Knights girls and boys. Now to the near side, that is number 2, Lyra Carter. And now moving in on the near side, number 8, Brooklyn Miller. And her pass intended for number 12, Lauren Hillens, goes out of bounds. And a chance for the Hens to throw it in deep in their own zone. Trying to find some sort of offense. And now back across midfield. They'll get it back to Maddie Peterson. Peterson gets it over to number 14, Sienna Carver. And I was talking at halftime, which is what brought me late on the air for the second half, to the parents of Lauren Smart, Kristen and Jonathan, their parents. She's my cousin, he's her husband, as we watch goal number 10 get scored by the Red Knights. Or did they wave it off? It looks like there's some confusion there. Number 9, Grace Horch, I think got the goal, but a little lack of celebration. Brooklyn Miller coming in, has her head up. Centering pass, finds Horch. for the goal, and did they wave it off as offsides? No, it's 10-0, and that goal comes now with just over 36 minutes to go. 10-0, our score. It's like a football score, 10-0. Now Maddie Peterson, and now you're starting to see the Hens being a little bit more aggressive. And that is noticeable difference from the first half. I started to see them come out late in the first half, and now they're getting a little more aggressive. And why not? Put some pressure on these Red Knights. See if you can make them make a mistake. You get an interception, get a shot on goal, create some offensive excitement. If something doesn't work, you got to try something else. And now they'll get a throw in here. So I like the fact that these Hens are still trying to find a way to break through. And now at midfield, that looked like it had an opportunity until Hillens came in and said, no, I don't think so. But now the ball comes back in. And they'll defensively play it back to Maddie Peterson. And she'll turn it right back upfield. Red Knights now at midfield, played by number 12, Lauren Hillens. Hillens gets it deflected out of bounds. And now Lyra Carter saves it along the near side. Now played back to number 14, Santa Carver. Now to number 15, Anna Prong. And Prong will get it back to Maddie Peterson, the freshman goaltender. And a lot of the JV in there here with the lopsided score at 10-0. Still gusty winds out there, although the rain seems to have subsided a little bit, but it's still drizzling steadily. But the players don't seem to be any worse for wear, that's for sure, in the weather. Red Knights now try that corner. Nice pass right on the money. I believe that might be Gillian in that corner. A little hard to tell in the darkness and the rain. But it certainly looks like Gillian. And now coming out was Massolino, the goaltender. And she's been a treat to watch. I mean, it's no fun to give up 10 goals, but she's come out and made some nice saves as well, and has shown great authentic emotion there when she made one nice save. I think it was on Gillian, and point blank save, and made that. And a big smile came across her face. So always great to see. Sports can build your confidence in so many ways on and off the field. Now here's Horsch. Speaking of confidence, the Red Knights have a ton of it. And now Gillian, their leading scorer on the far side, with plenty of room to play with, pulls up, centers it ahead, tried to get it to number 15, Prong, and just eluded her. And now it'll come to the near side. And the Hens will try to break it out, but it's intercepted right away. And now Brooklyn Miller along the near side. And now they'll play defensive, taking time off the clock here as we approach 33 minutes left in the match. Red Knights will advance to the semifinals to be played on Saturday. Time to be determined, most likely at 7 o'clock, right back here at the McQuinn Athletic Complex. The weather, looking ahead to the weekend, and it looks like it's going to be a little bit nicer. No rain, or rain stopping in the morning. Temperatures in the 50s, not bad for mid-October. Colors starting to change, so a really nice time of year in October in Minnesota. Even on a little rain, we haven't had a lot of rain, although we did have some late in the summer here, just a week or two ago. We seemed to get a lot of rain, but it was a pretty dry summer. So any rain we're getting is a good thing. Although I don't think that the farmers like it right now. This is when they're trying to get their crops, and when it's muddy, it's a little difficult. I used to live in a farm town years ago after graduating, and I got to know the farmers, and this is go time for them. And so they want the rain more in the summer, but not now. It keeps them out of the fields and wrapping things up for the winter. But I think they don't mind the rain anytime, especially with the drought conditions we've had. Okay, score still remains 10-0. The Hens trying to break it out, intercepted by Lyra Carter, number 2. Now Brooklyn Miller to number 14, Carver, back to Maddie Peterson, all in yellow. Seeing the goaltender all in yellow reminds me of the children's, what's that, the man in the yellow hat with the monkey, right? He's wearing all yellow. Curious George, yes, the man in the yellow hat. That's what, when I see Olivia Olson in all yellow and when she plays goal, that's what it made me think of in that Maddie Peterson. It almost looks like the same yellow. Yeah, the Curious George children's cartoon. The goaltender in the yellow
Corner kick, Red Knights.
uniform, I guess, would be the appropriate phrase here. As the wind continues to blow. Now I look at the flags out there, and they are definitely horizontal. So the wind is coming and going, swirling around as well. It was out of the west. Now it looks like it's more out of the northeast. And there's the rain right there. There is a great depiction of it. This is what has been going on for the last 3 hours here. We've been here, brought you the guys' quarterfinal win. Oh my goodness. Well, Red Knights are at 11, and I'm sorry I'm not quite paying attention as I probably should have, but I hope it's understandable. 11-0 our score. Clock continues to wind down. We have a half hour to go. Oh, here's the goal. Thank gosh. Oh, we went back too far, says Paul Broden, our producer. Here's the, well, is this the goal or are we not going to get it? All right, now we're back live. All right, we'll wait till the next break. We'll bring you that 11th goal with a vivid description, I promise. No more talking about the rain. All right, now, unless I do, of course. Now here comes Brooklyn Miller. Fun to watch her play as she comes into the corner. Centering pass. Look at the pace on that. Beautifully placed, and now they'll bring it back out for number 12, Lauren Hillens. Lyra Carter almost misplays it, and that might have been an opportunity for the Hens to get on the board, but quickly there to recover. Number 15, Anna Prong, back to Maddie Peterson. Now to the far side, Gillian. Puts a move on. Coming down that far sideline, number 10 gets by the defender. Looking for a centering opportunity, and good defense by 14 for the Hens. Makes Gillian take a nice, wicked shot there. It goes wide right. She tried to turn on it. That would have been a heck of a shot if it had gone in from that angle. Here's the goal a moments ago. Number 11. Or the, oh, it was a corner kick. Right out front, ball bounces loose, and the loose, usually you say it in hockey, but the loose puck, it's the loose ball, and I couldn't quite see the number on that score. Did you, Paul, happen to see that? I didn't, too far away, so. All right, now Red Knights still in possession, back to Maddie Peterson. She has had more touches that I've ever seen a goaltender get that wasn't saving the ball from going in the net. But I like that game plan to keep her, because you can go to sleep when you're playing goal. I actually played on I was an exchange student in Sweden. I played on a Swedish soccer team, and they put the slow American in goal. That's where they put me. I had no chance playing with those guys that played soccer. But sometimes when the ball was on the far side, you'd start to kind of go to sleep a little bit. And all of a sudden, whoa, here they're coming at you, and you kind of had to tighten it up a little bit. But that was a great experience playing with those guys in Sweden when I was in high school. They obviously were a lot better at the foot sports than I was, but they did play softball, and I was a baseball player, and so they thought I was going to be a pro. That's how little they'd seen baseball and basketball. But when it came to soccer and skating, I had no chance. All right, now here are the Red Knights. Under 27 minutes to play. Maddie Peterson to the near side, number 19. Nice steal there by the Hens, number 5, showing some aggressiveness and some bravery, actually. trying to make something happen. And there she comes up. Boy, almost takes it away. Nice job. I lost the names of number 5. They didn't have the program. I had written them down, and I think I gave it to my cousin because they wanted a program. And I see here, take this one, and I thought I had another one, but I misplaced it. But that's all right. Oh, here's Mick. I don't need it that bad. I got another thing. It's okay, but thank you. 26 minutes to go here in the match. 11-0 our score. Pass outlet. Oh, and the Red Knights misplayed that just a little bit. And is that going to be a throw-in for the Hens? It is, and a chance in the offensive zone with 25.5 minutes to go. And the Red Knights take it back over again. Number 4, Emily Niska. That wind is starting to blow into the press box here. Now number 6 for the Red Knights. That is Ada Parker. Played back to Maddie Peterson. Lead pass ahead to 17, Abby Silverman. Now on the far side, chased by number 7, that's Lauren Smart. Now Brooklyn Miller. Or did I note that wasn't Brooklyn Miller? When it's dark, those numbers are really small. And I'm getting older. I better go to the eye doctor, I think. Or some better binoculars, I think. Maybe both, actually. Now number 5 for the Red Knights. That is Hannah Buller. Played into number 6, Ada Parker. Pass it around to number 5, Buller. Back to Maddie Peterson. And oh, there is that Hen sneaking up there, almost trying to steal it off the foot of Maddie. And they are starting to get a little wily up there, taking some chances, trying to steal the ball. And it does feel like the Red Knights are playing keep away here. That's really what it feels like. It feels like a playground keep away game. All right, now to 5 again. Buller, I should say. And to the near side, stretching forward and catching up with it. Nicely done by number 19. Now up ahead to number 3, Brooke Lizzie. Lizzie turns it to the near side. And now along the sideline, ahead to number 3. That is Lizzie. Lizzie with it to number 21. Back out. Lizzie spinning on it, gets around the defender, weaves along into the corner. Now the corner kick type pass, deflected in front by the Hens and out of bounds, and now we will have a corner kick from the near side. 22 minutes remaining, 22.5 minutes. And the corner kick opportunity for Hannah Buller, number 5. You can see the win there. Good depiction.
Corner kick, Red Knights.
Now up to number 5, Buller. Now all the way back to Maddie Peterson. And out of bounds. I think that went off the Hens, and the Red Knights should retain possession. Nice nifty move there by the Red Knights. Number 16, Nell Teatscheid. Now back to Maddie Peterson. Wind continuing to blow, rain continuing to come down. I think it's going to rain all night, maybe all day tomorrow too on Friday. It's supposed to dry up on the weekend, so if you have activities such as coming to the Benilde semifinal match on Saturday, should be much better weather. Now to the near side, number 21, the give and go back to Lizzie, and it gets interrupted and rejected back out to midfield. And the Red Knights will play it back around. Oh, and there's the interception I was thinking about. They were able to pick that off, and here a chance for the Hens. Maybe their first real scoring opportunity of the night, and Maddie Peterson saves it with the right foot. But you can start to see the Hens starting to creep up there and take some chances, and it almost paid off for them right there at the 20.5-minute mark of the second half. And a throw-in opportunity for the Hens as we have substitutions. I think I'd rather be playing even if I was a starter. And I think we have an equipment issue here with one of the Hens as she's fixing her shoe, and now she's ready to go. And now the throw-in is she'll take it. And ricochets around and back out of bounds. And this time the Red Knights take over possession with under 20 minutes to go. And just a reminder, you're watching ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us. The second of a playoff doubleheader here from McQuinn Athletic Complex. Earlier tonight, we brought the boys victory, 6-1 over Robbinsdale Cooper. They advance to the semifinals, also back here on Saturday. They're the number 2 seed in the 5AA quarterfinal, and the girls are the number 1 seed. De La Salle boys soccer, number 1 seed. They also played tonight, not sure how they came out. But those two teams could meet for the right to go to the state tournament. For the Red Knights, again, they're the number 1 seed, and the number 2 seed, Minneapolis Roosevelt, would be their likely opponent in this 5AA final, and that would happen next Tuesday, the 17th of October, should either team break through on Saturday with another win in the semifinals. So Red Knights soccer program's alive and well. Played at midfield, 18.5 minutes to go. Now to the near side, that's Lizzie, number 3. And did she save it? I think she did in bounds, and no, out of bounds. Throw in now for the Hens. Love that nickname, the Hens. And now full sail substitutions for the Red Knights. Everybody getting in on the action. And they'll have 18 minutes to run around and show what they can do. And some of these players have already been playing tonight, so they're just doing a nice fresh rotation. On a night like tonight, it's hard to be a player standing on the sidelines in this weather, that's for sure. She wants the coach, Christy Helling, nice job by him to keep everybody motivated and engaged and involved, and especially Maddie Peterson. She hasn't faced one shot on net all night long. But this is a very young and probably, I'm guessing, maybe the first year of their program of the 3 merged schools. The Hen, H-E-N, is short for Henry Patrick, Edison, North. And their nickname are the Hens. I like it. And they're very young. I think half the team or more. They don't even have a senior. They have a junior, a sophomore, and then everybody else is in 8th and 9th grade. And I think they have nothing to hold their heads down about. They've played very well. Great attitudes, great sportsmanship, and they're trying. And they are trying new things as they try to poach some balls in the defensive end to see if they can give themselves a scoring opportunity. That was very noticeable. And that ball just eludes Marcelino, the goaltender, and it goes out of bounds. And is that going to be off a red knight? I think it is. So it's probably wise that she let it go, or no harm there for the Hens. And she'll decide what to do with it. Just a short kick, and they'll try to bring it up the slow way. Number 17 to the near side. As we are now at the 16-minute mark here in half number 2. Played back to number 14, Sienna Carver. And now back to Peterson. Far side, Red Knights now will try that sideline. Pass to the middle to Lauren Hillens. Hillens now. Ball rotates around to number 13, Brooke Hillens. Now Brooke with some space. Lead pass ahead to Grace Horst. So the starters are back in after taking a long break there. Or mostly the starters, it feels like. And the ball now out of bounds and looking to see who's going to throw it in. Now they decide. Here it is. Throw in, almost intercepted. No, it is intercepted by the Hens, and now they'll break out. Oh, it just gets ahead, and now taken right back over by the Red Knights on a prong, and back to Peterson. And now intercepted right there. That strategy is starting to pay off more and more as they are now sneaking up on them all through the first half. They were never up there to contest any of those passes, and now they've got a couple of Rangers there, I call them, trying to steal the ball. And doing a nice job of it. Always great to see improvement, and we are seeing improvement by the Hens here. Now they take that ball away, number 6, and that was a nice, exciting opportunity for the Hens. And now Brooklyn Miller says, I don't think so. And back to Maddie Peterson. But there, a burst of improvement there by the Hens was exciting to watch, as they almost picked one off and got themselves a scoring opportunity. But now Brooklyn Miller leads it way ahead, perfectly timed. Is that Gillian over there? As I look through the rain-soaked pane glass of the press box here, kind of distorts the images, and she tries to bend one in there. And I think she might have tried to hit Horsch on this near side, and she stopped running maybe, and it went by. And now here's some substitutions here for the Hens, and they look a little like soaked puppy dogs out there. They're starting to, I think, feel the weather effects. Both teams, I'm noticing just a little bit. It's getting a little chilly out there in the cold rain and the wind. And they don't have a lot of protection on, do they? Best to just keep running to stay warm as we approach the 13-minute mark. And Maddie Peterson almost has another one picked off there. So the Hens playing a little pesky forecheck. Almost getting to connect on that one. Wouldn't that be something if they were to get a goal on an offensive shot there? I think it would be a tall order, but if they did, it would be exciting for sure. Now the Red Knights centering, goes right through the goal crease and out of bounds, and the possession should be awarded to the Hens, and it is, as a Hen will come over. So Hen is really an acronym for Henry Patrick, Edison High School, and North High School. I don't think they have a mascot that is a hen. I doubt there is one. It's just short, an acronym for those 3 schools, and I think it's clever and it's fun to say. The Minneapolis Hens, I don't know what they'd call it. Yeah, I guess they would. They're all 3 Minneapolis high schools. I think for short, you call them Minneapolis Hens. It wouldn't really be that confusing because there isn't just a Minneapolis high school. There's Minneapolis South, Minneapolis Washburn, Minneapolis Roosevelt. So very creative there, the Hens. I like it. All right, now on the far side, I think that might be Gillian. We're now under the 12-minute mark. It certainly looks like Gillian. She comes around, going to the left foot, centering pass, and gets through, I think, to Horsch, and she'll play defensive soccer there. Yeah, they're definitely taking it easy. Great sportsmanship on display by the Red Knights as they bring it all the way back to Maddie Peterson. And there's the forecheck by the Hens, and the Red Knights they're making the Red Knights better by doing that because they're just passing it right back. For a couple times, they almost got caught. Now a lead pass to Horsch, no offside. She'll set it up there, waits it, showed some great patience. It comes in and a nice save by Mussolino. As she leaped high to grab that, and she's not a super tall person from my perspective, so that was a nice save by her right here. Watch this. She watched it right into her hands and was able to corral that for the save. Nice job by her, as now we're under 11 minutes to play. Second half. Now ball ahead. And these soccer matches, they really are only 10 minutes shorter than World Cup matches. Those are 45-minute halves. Although I don't know if they do running time quite as much, but soccer is sort of a running time sport anyway. It doesn't really stop for much. In fact, it never stops, no, it does stop, and then they have running time. That's right. They still, I think the word is they'll toll it and then add it on the end. Or no, they don't stop the clock, it runs, but there's a separate clock that clocks when the player is hurt or what have you, and then the refs come up with the added time. That's right, that's how that goes. No such mechanism in high school soccer, thankfully. I think 80 minutes is enough time to figure out who's better on any particular day. And it is fun soccer to watch, I gotta tell you. Of course, this is a lopsided match, but when the competition gets better with the Red Knights, it's going to be good stuff to watch. Not that it isn't now, but it's not so competitive, of course, as we're approaching 9.5 minutes to go. There's a centering pass by Gillian, and it gets deflected or it spins out. And it looks like the Red Knights are going to take it over. And what is happening here? More full-sale substitutions now. As we are now at the 9-minute mark, so a little hold off in play as there was too many substitutions to mention, almost 11 by the Red Knights. And the Hens, they don't have that many players. I just noticed. I look over to their sideline and there's just a few people, and I think most of them are coaches. And maybe a couple players on the sideline there. So not nearly the participation, which would explain why there's 3 schools having to join together to field a team. But I'm certainly glad they're doing that, because if you go to those high schools, you want to have all the opportunities to do everything where your skill or desire is. So good for the school districts to keep those opportunities alive, especially at this age where you're trying to find out what you're good at, what you're not. It's good to have girls soccer and that they've got a team from that part of the Twin Cities. And now on the far side, that is played. And out of bounds, 8 minutes now to go. Maddie Peterson. Could come up with a nickname for the goaltender for the Red. Just call him Yellow. Now the ball out of bounds. Red Knights, look at the forecheck by the Hens. They want to get a goal here. They're really flooding now. Even more players are playing way up. They have no one back. And of course, the Red Knights are not taking advantage of that. But I like the fact that the Hens, they've got everybody up front playing the forecheck, trying to get a ball and maybe get a shot on goal here. Tough weather conditions as we're now under 7 minutes to go. And still a strong contingent of fans. Proud to say Lauren Smart's parents, my cousins, her and her husband, Kristen and Jonathan, the parents of Lauren Smart. toughing it out. They had the heated gloves. They were all set. Their oldest daughter played on the team last year. She's now at a university in, I think it was Kayla in St. Louis. Enjoying her freshman year. She was on the team that got to 3rd place last year. And she was a great defender with one of the strongest legs I'd seen in girls soccer in a long time. And we're at 6 minutes to go. All right, here come the Hens now. They'll try to break it out. Gets by, and now the ball back to Maddie Peterson. Now the Red Knights to the near side. Lead pass ahead, chasing it, seemingly wide open is Brooke Lizzie, number 3. She'll come in on the 45-degree angle, cuts back across the defender, looking for someone to pass to. Gets by the Hen now at the 35, and coming from behind to steal it away, but are they gonna call that out of bounds against the Red Knights? Yes, they are. So possession awarded to the Hens. And we are starting to pack up here. We're down to 1 camera, I think. Not a bad idea, as we're in the waning moments of this this quarterfinal match featuring the Hens of Henry Patrick, Edison, and North High Schools of Minneapolis. They had 5 wins, 9 losses on the year. They'll go to 5-10 and conclude their year. And for a 3 high school soccer team, 5 wins, 10 losses, not bad for a team that's made up of mostly 8th and 9th graders. And taking on the number 1 team in the state in 2A soccer. And they can be proud of how they played here tonight. Representing their schools very well, great sportsmanship, and the Red Knights as well. Easily could have been 22-0. Now Lizzie centering pass from the side. The goaltender comes out. Marcelino gets another save. Good for her. That brings a cheer from the crowd, or from a few of them anyway. So there's some Hen parents here cheering on their kids. Now the ball all the way back to Maddie Peterson. Don't think she had an assist on any goal, but boy, she certainly could with the way she's playing it out there. And we're getting close to the 3-minute mark here. Ball on the near side. Nice dribbling being displayed by the Red Knights as they just pass it around. You can see the wetness in the middle of the field there as it's starting to accumulate. It's been raining since 5 o'clock, and we're approaching 9 o'clock, so it's been raining for 4 straight hours. On and off, but mostly on, and it's just how much on. There was a time there a while back where it was really pouring and blowing at the same time. Blustery. Now the centering pass in the middle, deflected, and it'll be played defensively back out. So again, I've mentioned this several times tonight, but great sportsmanship by both teams, of course, but the Red Knights could have really rubbed this in, and they have chosen not to, and that's a mercy, and well done by the Red Knights to take it easy here. It was 10-0 at halftime, I believe. They've only scored 1 here in the second half. And you want to leave a team feeling that they have their dignity intact, and that's a humane thing and the right thing to do. So now Maddie Peterson. .144 remaining. Ball back into the offensive zone. Lizzie Number 3 with it, cuts back to the left. Puts it in the open space, and a hen gets there first, steals it, tries to turn on it, gets it to her teammate, and right there, Red Knight to take it right away. And there is a minute and 18 seconds remaining. And we're at the 1 minute mark right
1 minute
now.
remaining. 1 minute.
Throw in, 48 seconds remaining. So again, the Red Knights are going to advance from the quarterfinal with 38 seconds to go. .28 seconds now. Lead pass ahead, almost an opportunity for Lizzie. She might have tried to take that in to put one more score on the board here late, but it was intercepted by the Hens, and now they might have an opportunity late. They have 3 offensive players trying to come in, and the Red Knights are there to squelch that, and they're going to get the shutout now with 7 seconds to go. And a brilliantly played match by the Red Knights. They're going to advance to the semifinals on Saturday, right back here at McQuinn Athletic Complex. And there's our final score, 11-0. Red Knights advance to the semifinals. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Have a great night.